Refurbished phones, you've heard of them, you've read about them, and you've encountered them on different websites. However, you may not be entirely sure about what they are. Well, today we're going to be discussing all about refurbished phones, and by the end of the video, you'll know what they are, the different categories that they fall under, and the advantages of buying a refurbished phone as compared to buying a brand new phone. We'll also find out the difference between second-hand phones, renewed phones, and refurbished phones. So stay tuned to find out all this and more. And at the end of the video, I'll also add a bonus point which you'll not want to miss. Refurbished phones, often underestimated, can be hidden gems in the tech world. They may not be brand new, but they still offer a lot. So let's take a real world situation. Imagine you need new clothes because your current ones are worn out. You set out to buy new ones but realize you don't have enough money to buy brand new ones. So you decide to visit the nearest thrift store because the prices there they are much more budget friendly. These almost like new clothes are a bit cheaper compared to brand new ones, but they still function the same. Well, in the tech world, the refurbished phones are similar to those that thrift store clothes. Refurbished phones are previously owned phones that have gone through a process of cleaning, repairing, and also changing of parts to make it feel like a brand new again and make it function as close as possible to brand new phones. To earn the label of refurbished, because not all used phones can be termed as refurbished, they need to go through various tests and also pass inspections. When the phones are returned to the manufacturer or the people who buy used phones, the phones go through different processes which may vary from changing the battery to probably changing a cracked screen or updating the software and much more to make it feel brand new. The phone is also thoroughly cleaned to make sure it looks and feels as brand new as possible, and then it's repackaged for the next owner who wants to buy now the refurbished phone. Now I know through the process of scouring different websites, you've come across the terms pre-owned phones and second-hand phones and also refurbished phones, and some people might use those terms interchangeably, but they have different meanings. So second-hand phones are those phones that are sold as they were initially used by the first owner who bought it as brand new. The condition is still the same. Whichever defect the phone may have, it's sold in that particular way. Nothing is changed. Actually, this video that I'm recording, I'm using a second-hand phone. I bought this phone off of a friend who used it for approximately 8 to 9 months. It's actually like brand new, nothing has changed. I have all the components and everything. The second term is pre-owned phones, and these are phones which are bought off of the original owner and minor changes are made to it to make it a bit better. Not really major changes are done to it, just cosmetic changes, and then they are resold to new owners. And the next term is refurbished phones, which are actually also called renewed phones. Those two are the interchangeable words. And if you come across now all those various different terms, you can be able to tell the difference, similar to the difference that you might make by you subscribing to my channel. Now, when we go deeper into refurbished or renewed phones, there are tiers in which these used phones are categorized. There's grade A phones, which also can be termed as premium or excellent. There's grade B, which is good or great, depending on the website you view these phones on. For grade A phones or the premium phones, these are phones which are really pristine. They are close to new as possible. There's really no visible scratches on the phone. Everything works to 100%. Now when you go a little bit lower to grade B, these phones have minor scratches, but everything else functions to 100%. But as you drop down to grade C, D, and all the others, the phone condition continues to degrade. Well, you might be wondering why we're talking about refurbished phones and everything. Well, there's a major advantage of buying refurbished phones, and that's the cost. They offer substantial cost savings as compared to their brand new counterparts, all without compromising on their functionality. With each year only smartphones having minor increments to their functionality, the gap between a brand new phone and the previous year's phone is actually minor. So it's more cost efficient to buy an older generation compared to a new one if you really don't want the top specs. Another advantage of buying a renewed phone is actually the warranty. Most refurbished phones, if not all, come with a warranty of 6 months to around a year, and you can also find others which are offered with a 2-year warranty. However, it is important to discuss one important drawback with buying a refurbished phone. That's the software updates. All phones require software updates to keep them functioning smoothly. And if you go the route of buying a refurbished phone, you should consider the number of years left for a refurbished phone to receive updates. So with regards to that, you may need to consider which phone you buy and which you may leave out, depending on how long you want to stay with the phone. Apart from this reason, I don't see any other consideration that anyone should put into purchasing a refurbished phone. But if you actually have a point that you think is really crucial into purchasing a refurbished phone, you should comment down below and we'll discuss it. And as a bonus point, if you actually choose to buy refurbished phones, I can give you 4 websites which you can go and look at, which offer great prices for different categories of phones. So there's Jumia, there's Back Market, there's Back in the Box, and also there's eBay. These websites offer different categories of refurbished phones at really competitive prices. And in the next video, we'll be discussing in depth the things you should consider before purchasing a refurbished phone. So stay tuned and turn your notifications on for that video. And as always, stay curious and tech savvy. Bye.